start, yes, I do have a top on. It's just a strapless one, obviously. So first of all, I'm starting out with my Too Faced Hangover primer. And then after that, I am going to be using the Australis highlights. This is a mineral face highlighter, so it's just a liquid. And I'm just going to apply this onto my cheekbones, and this is obviously going all over my face. Okay, so next step for my foundation, I use the Perfecting Liquid Foundation by the brand Arbonne. This isn't a very popular brand. I think it's only Australian. It might be in like the UK, but I'm not too sure. So mine is in the shade Buff. And as you can tell, I use this pretty much every single day. It's just a really nice sort of medium to full coverage foundation, but it's definitely buildable. And I'll usually use this kabuki brush. This is by Real Techniques. This is the retractable kabuki brush, and I just apply this all over my face. Also, I bought this little mixing palette. I cannot remember the website it was from, but I will link it in the description box below if you guys want to know. It's just really good, doesn't stain, you can like wash it easily and wipe it off with like makeup wipes. It's really good. So I just take like 2 pumps on there at first. Usually I use like 3 or 4, but I just start out with 2. Okay, so now my foundation is done. I'm going to be doing a little bit of cream highlighting and contouring. So these are the 2 products I use for contouring and highlighting. Usually, sometimes it changes with the concealer, but usually the contouring is always the same. So I use the Models Prefer Contour Collection contouring stick in the shade, it's just one shade. So you can get the highlighting stick of this one as well, but I didn't purchase that one because I just like to use concealer for highlighting. So I use the MAC Prolongwear concealer in the shade NC15, which is the lightest one. I really like to have the darkest sort of contour that I can. So yeah, this is quite a dark shade. I don't know if you guys can see, but it is pretty dark. So yeah, quite high on my cheekbones. So this is really pigmented, this stuff, so you've got to be careful. And then also just on the sides of my nose and then my forehead as well. So that's like the basic sort of layout. For this I use a beauty blender, and I just take the product and I'm to just dot this on in sort of a triangle shape under my eyes to start out with. And highlighted. My face looks really weird at the moment, but I promise it'll look normal in a minute. I'm going to set and bake my face and my under eyes using the RCMA original no coloured powder. This powder is amazing. If you don't have it already, you need to get it. It's like $20 or something. It's really affordable, and I've had this for like half a year. And look how much I've used, and I use it like every day, so it's amazing stuff. Take some of this and pop it on my little mixing palette. Okay, I kind of got a lot, but that's alright because I use it all anyway. And I'm just going to take another beauty blender. This is a different one that I use for powder, because obviously you don't want to use a beauty blender, you use a foundation for powder as well. And then I just pick some of that up on the I love to bake underneath my contour as well, like right underneath like that, just to get that nice contour, like really noticeable. While I wait for that to bake, I take the excess powder, take it on a fluffy powder brush, and just set the rest of my face, including the contour. So whilst I wait for the powder, whilst I wait for the powder to bake, I'm going to take my Australis Contour Contouring and Highlighting Kit, and I'm going to do some more contouring. So I'm just going to go over the cream contour with a bit of powder. So now I'm going to brush off the bake. And next thing I'm going to do, the last step for my little contouring tutorial, I'm going to take my HOOLA bronzer by Benefit, and it looks kind of gross now, but I have it in this little kit that I got. And I'm going to take this is an angled brush, I think it's by BH Cosmetics. Really take the powder in there, the bronzer, and I'm just going to warm up the outsides of my face. So for example, my forehead. I've done my eyebrows off camera really quick because it would be really boring for you guys, because it's just the basic sort of filling in my eyebrows. But I did use the Dipbrow pomade by Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Taupe. So now I'm going to move on to my eyeshadow. So my go-to sort of eyeshadow look is quite like a smoky, browny black kind of look, with fake eyelashes as well, but it's not super dramatic. So I'm going to show you guys step by step how I do it. So the main palette I'm going to be using for this look is the Jefree Star Androgany palette. So it's just this one here. This is the newer eyeshadow palette by him. It's absolutely amazing. The colours in here are so pigmented, as you guys will see. And yeah, there's just a good variety of colours. I mean, obviously there's some that I wouldn't use in my wildest dreams, like the greens and the blues, but this top row here, I'll pretty much be using all of them in this look anyway. So starting out, I'm going to use the shade Charm, which is the orange right in the middle there. And I'm going to take a fluffy crease brush. This is by BH Cosmetics. This is the V5, sorry, the V5 brush. And I'm just going to take that on the brush, and I'm just going to be applying this in the crease. Next, I'm going to take the shade, I'm going to mix these two shades, Androgany and Fetish. So there's a brown, it's not brown, it's more like a red, and then the purple, and I'm just going to apply those in the crease over the orange, but I'm not going to bring it up as high. And I'm using the same brush. Now I'm just going to take a brush from Smashbox. This is the full exposure brush, and I'm just going to be taking the shade Raw Sienna, and I'm just going to apply this one all over my eyelid. As I just filmed my eyeliner and my lashes off camera because my battery was going really flat and I just had battery, but I will link the products that I used in the description below. So yeah, they're just quite wispy, natural looking lashes. So now I'm just going to be taking a little concealer brush, and from the Modern Renaissance palette I'm going to use the shade Verma, and I'm going to be highlighting my brow bone in the inner corners of my eyes. For blush, I'm going to be using the MAC Sheer Tone Blush in Breath of Plum, and just applying this to my cheekbones. So now guys, for one of the final steps, which is probably my favourite when I do my makeup, is highlights. So today I'm going to use the Mary Luminizer highlighter by Balm. It's just a nice golden one. I'm going to be spritzing some Rimmel London setting spray just on my brush, and then just letting that set for a bit. And then I'm just going to put it in the highlights, in the pan, and just apply this to my cheekbones. Now for my lips, I'm going to be using the Velour Matte Lip Cream by Australis, and over the top of that, the Models Prefer Infinite to Colour Lip Glaze. This is just a nice nude lip gloss. It for my go-to sort of makeup routine. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you want me to film any more videos and leave some requests in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed.